I'm Isatu Nyalah. I'm an artist. I specialise in oil paints. I use perspex materials like African cotton and PVC, as well as like the standard canvas. My work kind of surrounds like womanhood and spirituality and being black, specifically, sorry, being African. And yeah, that's just what my work is about. For example, my name is actually just my middle names, Isatu and Nyalah. And I got my names from my grandma, who picked her names when she became a Muslim, because originally she was Christian. She went to Hajj and she became Hajja Isatu Nyalah. So I chose those two names so it's not tied to like a man. Like if I chose my last name, it would be my dad's name. Or if I chose my mother's maiden name, it's still my granddad's name. So it's like I chose a name picked by a woman following like a spiritual religious path. And I think that's like the center of my work. Everything comes back to like where I'm from, my faith or my understanding of religion, and then also just my understanding of myself and like where I come from. So yeah. I just always painted really, like I never really, like drawing was really boring to me. Everything else it wasn't boring, but it just didn't express things in the way that I wanted things to be expressed properly. I like colour, I like texture, I like things like that, and I just don't think any other medium would portray things in the same way. But I'm still looking, like maybe I'll find something. I'd say more this piece. Even though this is a girl and not a woman, she's like making her way to school in Sierra Leone. This was like from a picture that I took when I was there. I just thought it would be nice to paint it. I have like the African cotton. This is actually acrylic. Usually I paint with oils, but this is acrylic. It has African cotton. It has like a story behind it. The girl making her way to school, it just reminded me of like when I was in Sierra Leone, because I lived there for 2 years when I was a child. And just like the experience of going to school and just like learning and having education and stuff. And the school system there is like really different to the school system here. So I lost my train of thought. But yeah, like I just feel like this is the most, out of all of the pieces, this is the most, one, African, two, displays Africanness without like necessarily saying like in a stereotypical way, like, oh, I'm African, if that makes sense. And yeah, just the journey of girlhood. For me, I think it's really exciting because it's like nice for people from different walks of life to look at my work and like relate to it. I've had that before, where like people that you just wouldn't expect to relate to your work have, and they like see it, or they'll pick things up that you necessarily didn't really see when you first created the piece. Yeah, it'll be exciting to see how different people relate to the work, because usually it's just me or like people like me that see the work, and it'll be nice to have different types of feedback. I'm really starting to get more into photography. This is like furniture making. It's not really a form of art, but I really like furniture making. I think it's really cool. And yeah, like film as well as music, obviously. Something honest, like whatever they feel is what they feel. I don't want anyone to feel anything specific, just whatever they actually feel, and I want them to be comfortable enough to express that.
Tell me about it.
This one, this one, I think that they're both like the most visually successful pieces that I've done, even though it's kind of like falling to pieces because of the gold leaf. But also, they kind of, because there was a point in time where I was thinking about the Venus and how historically through artwork it's always been presented as like one particular way. And I just thought it'd be interesting to rethink and like make it look like how I would envision like beauty and all of these things in my mind, like in a different lens. And I think that was like the most visually complete way of portraying that out of these But the other one, the bigger piece, is a lot better. You'll see it at the show. It's just a different type of experience. It's not specifically about my artwork or anything. It's about a combined experience, and how like the two things, music and art, can come together. I think that would be really cool. Okay. I can't remember what I said. So yeah, the combination of the music and the art will curate an immersive experience.